For more content in production, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. Thank you. We'll begin.
Shalom, shalom. My name is Baruch. Thank you for watching the Torah Effects. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you press the red button to get more productions every week. In this episode, we'll investigate another mystery. This time we'll explore why the Torah speaks about the serpent from the beginning or Genesis, and why Satan made Eve fall from the Garden of Eden. Why Yahweh asked Moshe to use his rod to show the Pharaoh his power on the staff, converting to serpent devouring the magician snakes. Why Moses was commanded by Yahweh to erect a bronze serpent to heal the Yisraels. What is the connection with the Mashiach Yahushua and us? Fasten your seatbelts, this episode will blow our minds. Coming up next.
In this episode of the Torah Effects, we'll explore one of the enigmas of the Torah or Hebrew scriptures, the Nachash or serpent. In the Torah, there are two types of serpents related to humankind. One that is mortal to humans and the other that gives life, the copper serpent and the green serpent. We'll start with Revelations 12:9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan. We know that Satan is the deceiver from the very beginning. He brought death to Adam and Eve, and thus death followed until now. But in order to find the clues to this mystery of the two serpents, we need to look in Exodus 4:2-4, and Yahweh said to him, "What is this in your hand?" And he said, "A staff." And he said, "Throw it to the ground." And he threw it to the ground, and it became a serpent. And Yahweh said to Moses, "Reach out your hand and take it by the tail." And he sent out his hand and caught it, and it became a staff in his palm. Yahweh wanted to show the Pharaoh his mighty power. In this case, he's giving a preview to Moses to display his staff and converts into a serpent. We have to take this into account. The staff Moses had was given to him by Yahweh. But what is stored for the Pharaoh and his court would be mind-blowing. Exodus 7:10-12, and Moses and Aaron came to Pharaoh, and they did so as Yahweh had commanded. And Aaron threw his staff before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a tannin serpent. And Pharaohs also called wise men and sorcerers, and they, the priests of Egypt, also performed by their secret arts. And they each one threw down his staff, and they became tannin serpent. But Aaron's staff swallowed their staff. We have a clue to this mystery. As we mentioned at the beginning, Satan is called the dragon or serpent. Let's take a look. Transliteration: tannin. Definition: serpent, dragon, sea monster. In order to unravel this mystery, we have to go to the origin of everything. Genesis 3:1, and the Nachash serpent was cunning above every beast of the field which Yahweh Almighty had made. Here in this verse, we noticed something strange. It doesn't say tannin. Transliteration: Nachash. Definition: a serpent. For this verse, we have to look into the Targum Aramaic writing on Genesis 3 verse 15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between the seed of thy son and the seed of her sons. And it shall be, when the sons of the woman keep the commandments of the Torah, they will be prepared to smite thee upon thy head. But when they forsake the commandments of the Torah, thou wilt be ready to wound them in their heel. Nevertheless, for them there shall be a medicine, and they shall make a remedy for the heel in the days of the King Mashiach. We know that Satan is the deceiver from the beginning, and he would not stop twisting the truth. He has done this, and will continue to do so. He is titled the thief. John 10:10, the thief does not come except that he may steal, kill, and destroy. So, a thief is basically copying and making it his own. That is called piracy, which is defined as the unauthorized use or reproduction of another's work. We see this trend all over the Hebrew scriptures as Satan continues copying everything original Yahweh has made and making it his own. We need to make clear who this serpent represents, and many cultures conveyed the same idea through generations. The Greek Elohim god Asclepius, who is revered in Greek mythology and religion for his healing abilities, is the source of the term rod of Asclepius. This emblem combines the two qualities of Asclepius, the snake, and the staff, which were occasionally shown individually in ancient artwork. The rod of Asclepius appears in the logos of several businesses and services, either entirely or partially. We have more clues to solve this enigma, but first, we need to learn what Hebrew gematria is. The process of giving a name, word, or phrase a numerical value in Hebrew gematria involves either interpreting it as a number or, in certain cases, utilizing an alphanumerical cipher. The related alphabet's letters have normal numerical values, but if a cipher is used, a word can provide several values. The gematria 358, Nachash, serpent, is incredible that the gematria for Mashiach is also 358. Now that we have some clues, we still need to look into more. When Yisrael spoke against Yahweh and Moses, Yahweh sent serpents and people were dying because of it. After their repentance, Yahweh commanded Moses to make a copper serpent. Numbers 21:9 And Moses made a serpent of bronze and put it on a pole. And it happened, if a serpent had bitten any man, when he looked to the Nachash Nekasheth bronze serpent, he lived. Let's look into the word, transliteration, Nekasheth definition, copper, bronze. It's interesting to know that most of the Mishkan or tent of the meeting was covered with copper. Copper in the Hebrew scriptures has the meaning of judgment. As we mentioned at the beginning of the video, there are two serpents in the Hebrew scriptures, the green serpent and the copper serpent. One of the colors of Satan is green. Why? If you remember, he was in the Garden of Eden where there was all green. We can see his color everywhere if you know what are you looking for. In most media, movies, pictures, etc. Green was thought to be connected to witches and their poisons, as well as the devil and his creatures. It was the color of actual snakes and dragons from mythology. Now let's put the pieces together, shall we? Now let's go back to the verse early in the video when Moses faced the Pharaoh, Exodus 7:12. They each one threw down his staff, and they became Tanan, serpent. But Aaron's staff swallowed their staff. Transliteration, Wayabla. Definition, to swallow down, destroy, devour, eat up. This very text in the Torah gives us the answer we're looking for. Isaiah 25:8 He will swallow up death in triumph. And Yahweh Almighty will wipe away tears from all faces. And he shall reprove the reproach of his people from all the earth. For Yahweh has spoken. This word opens the redemption plan and unites the two passages. The Mashiach will swallow up death, just as Moshe's staff-turned snake swallows up the wicked serpents. And salvation awaits those who look to the Son of Man. Every word of the Torah reveals the plan of salvation, and inside its pages is the King Mashiach. Also at the beginning of the video, we learned that the Aramaic version of the Torah said in Targum Jonathan, Genesis 3:15, but when they forsake the commandments of the Torah, thou wilt be ready to wound them in their heel. Nevertheless for them there shall be a medicine, and they shall make a remedy for the heel in the days of the King Mashiach. If we remember when Yahweh directed Moshe to create a symbol of a bronze serpent and raise it so that everyone who looked at it would be saved, while the fiery serpents were biting and killing the Israelites in the wilderness, Numbers 21:5 and 9. Yehoshua Mashiach himself said it. As Moshe lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. John 3:14 and 15.
Shalom, shalom. Well, what do you think? The Mashiach Yahushua indeed is in the Torah codified, and that's why we're taking the task every week to bring you exciting conferences in this channel, the Torah Effects. Please give us a like and subscribe so you can get the latest video production. Thank you. Until next time, my name is Baruch. Shalom, shalom.
Toda Rabba. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. There's more content in production. Thank you.